In the late 18th century, France was a nation simmering with discontent. Deep social divisions separated the privileged nobility and clergy from the vast majority of common people, known as the Third Estate. Political power was concentrated in the hands of the monarchy, leaving most citizens without a voice in government. Meanwhile, economic hardship, rising food prices, and mounting national debt placed immense strain on everyday life. These combined pressures set the stage for a dramatic and far-reaching revolution. The revolution was shaped by a combination of powerful forces. Enlightenment thinkers challenged traditional authority, promoting ideals of liberty, equality, and reason that inspired many to question the existing order. At the same time, France faced severe financial crises, with mounting debts and a government unable to implement effective reforms. Deep social and economic inequalities under the Ancien Régime further fueled discontent, as the burdens of taxation fell disproportionately on the lower classes, while the nobility and clergy enjoyed privileges. Together, these factors created a climate ripe for dramatic change. The early stages of the French Revolution were marked by a series of dramatic events that would reshape the nation. It began with the convening of the Estates General in 1789, as representatives from the three traditional estates gathered to address France's growing financial crisis. Tensions quickly escalated as the Third Estate broke away to form the National Assembly, asserting their desire for greater political influence. This period reached a turning point with the storming of the Bastille on July 14, 1789, a powerful symbol of the people's resistance against royal authority. These initial actions set the stage for profound social and political transformation throughout France. The Declaration of the Rights of Man and of the Citizen, adopted in 1789, marked a pivotal moment in the history of human rights. It proclaimed that all men are born free and equal in rights, emphasizing liberty, property, security, and resistance to oppression. These principles challenged the traditional structures of monarchy and aristocracy, inspiring people to demand greater participation in government. The Declaration became a cornerstone of revolutionary ideals, fueling movements for justice and equality not only in France, but around the world. As the French Revolution progressed, radical ideas began to gain momentum, leading to significant shifts in political power. The National Convention was formed, replacing the earlier legislative bodies and marking a new phase in revolutionary governance. This assembly, dominated by more extreme factions, took decisive actions to reshape France's future. One of its most consequential decisions was the trial and execution of King Louis XVI, an event that symbolized the end of monarchy and the rise of the Republic. The king's death sent shockwaves throughout Europe, intensifying both internal and external conflicts surrounding the revolution. The Reign of Terror was a tumultuous period during the French Revolution, marked by intense political upheaval and fear. Central to this era was the Committee of Public Safety, a powerful body that assumed control over the government to protect the revolution from internal and external threats. Under its authority, the guillotine became a symbol of swift and often arbitrary justice, leading to the execution of thousands. The widespread use of the guillotine reflected the committee's determination to eliminate opposition and maintain order, but it also fueled an atmosphere of suspicion and dread throughout France. During the revolution, women played a vital and often underappreciated role in shaping the course of events. They actively participated in protests, voicing their demands for bread, fair prices, and political change. Many joined political clubs, where they debated ideas and organized collective action. In their daily lives, women balanced the responsibilities of supporting their families while navigating the uncertainties of a society in upheaval. Their contributions were essential to both the public and private spheres of revolutionary life. Women accused of counter-revolutionary activities often faced harsh and disproportionate persecution. Authorities frequently targeted them not only for their alleged political actions, but also as a means to intimidate broader communities. Punishments ranged from public shaming and imprisonment to forced labor and, in some cases, execution. These women were subjected to intense interrogations and often denied fair legal representation. The severity of their treatment reflected both the political climate of suspicion and the gendered expectations imposed by society at the time. During the Revolution, head shaving emerged as a powerful tool of public humiliation, particularly targeting women accused of collaboration or moral transgressions. This act was intended not only to punish, but also to mark these women visibly, stripping them of their dignity and social standing. The shaven head served as a constant reminder of their alleged offenses, making reintegration into society difficult. Such practices reflected broader efforts to enforce conformity and control behavior through public shaming. The psychological impact on those subjected to this punishment was often profound and long-lasting. Throughout history, head shaving has been used as a tool of punishment and humiliation, particularly against women. Notable examples include women accused of collaborating with occupying forces during wartime, who were publicly shorn to mark them as traitors. This act often carried deep social stigma, leading to ostracism, loss of identity, and lasting emotional trauma. For many, the consequences extended far beyond the physical act, affecting their relationships, livelihoods, and sense of self. These stories highlight the profound impact that such public shaming can have on individuals and communities alike. Head shaving has long served as a powerful symbol, often used to mark significant social or personal transformations. In many cultures, the act of shaving a woman's head has been associated with punishment, shame, or the stripping away of identity and virtue. Public perception frequently interprets this gesture as a loss of femininity or a challenge to traditional gender norms. The visibility of a shaved head can provoke strong reactions, prompting society to reconsider its assumptions about female identity and moral character. Ultimately, the symbolism of head shaving reveals deep-seated beliefs about appearance, virtue, and the roles women are expected to play. In the wake of the Reign of Terror, France found itself grappling with deep wounds and a longing for stability. The Thermidorian reaction marked a decisive shift, as radical leaders fell and a more moderate government emerged, seeking to restore order after years of upheaval. Amid these changes, the roles of women in society also transformed. While the revolution had briefly opened doors for greater participation, the post-revolutionary period saw many of these gains rolled back, with women largely excluded from political life. The legacy of this era would continue to shape French society for generations to come. The legacy of the French Revolution extends far beyond political upheaval, shaping ideas about citizenship, rights, and the role of individuals in society. Women's experiences during this period highlight both their resilience and the persistent challenges they faced in seeking equality. Practices such as head shaving served as powerful symbols of social control, reflecting broader efforts to regulate behavior and enforce conformity. These stories remind us that the struggle for justice and recognition is ongoing, and that the lessons of the past continue to inform our understanding of freedom and human dignity today.